So thank you all. God bless you all. Let's go lick the world. Let's get it done. But I tell you what, I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to bed. Have a good time. Thank you for your service from the bottom of my heart. Really. Happy Thanksgiving. Middle class was built by the middle class, and the unions built the middle class. And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J. You could say even this harder than getting a ticket to the Renaissance tour or Britney's tour. She's down in, it's kind of warm in Brazil right now. And by the way, with other movies and movies she's earned a Golden Globe and a Primetime Emmy. That's me. Now that we are back together here in Cambodia, I look forward to building even stronger progress than we've already made. And I want to thank the Prime Minister for Colombia's leadership in the ASEAN chair.
And to say to President Biden, can you hear me, President Biden? This is a historical moment for Brazil and for the U.S. President Biden, can you hear me?
Well, we're going to win and we're going to help. We have plans to build a railroad from the Pacific all the way across the Indian Ocean. Talked about making sure that the third world, the Southern Hemisphere had access to change it, had access. It wasn't confrontational at all.
Thank you, everybody. This ends the press conference. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you.
Instead of cutting them, like Congressman Trump and Bob want to do. President Harris is there to make sure we do this the right way. Leading tech companies like Anthropic, and I'm going to mispronounce. I'm not going to even try. All right, God save the Queen, man. What a stupid son of a bitch. To keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust. To get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. We have fewer democracies in the world today than we did 15 years ago. Fewer, not more, fewer. Because of the actions we've taken, things have begun to change. End of quote. In the past 3 weeks, I'm especially honored to share the stage with Brittany and Jordan and Nathan and Margaret Catherine. I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what, look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady with her legs crossed. I got them $1.9 trillion relief so far. Well, look. Guess what? Employers can't find workers. I said, yeah, pay them more. My physical as well as my mental fitness. I looked at it anyway. That's what I think my plan. I know what my plan does. Send their job. I mean, but I mean, it's not about. I know you're supporting by saying booing, but look, here's the deal. Estimated 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk. Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. That's why I've made it a priority my entire career to work closely with you. From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago, as well as my tenure as vice president. COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives, when you think about it. The rapidly rising I don't know.
It get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. We choose truth over facts. Oh, I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom. I know I'm called middle class, Joe. It's not meant as a compliment. Means I'm not sophisticated. I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts. You haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.